Chosen one, what I'm about to share with you will ignite something deep within your spirit. If you're watching this right now, understand, this is no coincidence. You've been divinely led here. God has called you to this exact moment for a reason that goes far beyond what you can currently see. The time has come. This is your moment. You're standing at the edge of a powerful transformation, and the universe is aligning to bring your long-held dreams into reality. The message God has for you today carries urgency, divine urgency, and it comes with a fire that can no longer be ignored. God is saying to you right now, burn these ashes, chosen one. Time is short. This isn't just a symbolic act, it's a sacred command, a spiritual instruction that, once followed, will unlock the doors you've been praying for. This is about more than action. It's about shifting energy, about rising into your true purpose and power as a chosen one. You were never meant to stay where you are. You were meant to rise, evolve, and transform. Everything you've asked for, everything your soul has cried out for, isn't coming tomorrow. It's arriving now. But to receive it, you must act. You must be willing to let go of the old and make space for the new. That's why the ashes must burn. The past must be released so that destiny can fully enter. Don't wait. Don't second guess. The portals of divine energy are open, but they won't remain open forever. You've been given a divine opportunity, and the window is now, not later, not when it feels safe. Before we dive deeper into this life-changing revelation, pause for just a moment and do 3 sacred things. 1. Hit the like button. Show the universe that you are ready for transformation. 2. Subscribe. Help us reach 1,000 souls and stay connected to messages that will anchor you in this divine journey. 3. Comment the number 99. This number holds sacred energy. It signals to the universe that your spirit is in alignment, amplifying the force of this message and propelling your blessings toward you. If you're truly ready to rise higher than ever before, then keep watching, because what's coming next will change everything. God is speaking directly to you. This message isn't for next week or some distant day. This is your divine moment, your sacred call to action. The gate to transformation is open, but it won't stay that way forever. It's now or never. You are being called to step into a higher purpose, to trust, to act boldly, and to align with God's plan for your life. No more delays, no more fear. This is the moment you've been praying for. Feel the weight of these words. Let them settle into your spirit, because they are your light forward. They are the signal that everything is about to shift. When God calls, you must answer. No more waiting for perfect timing. This is the perfect time. Yes, you've doubted your path. You've carried disappointment, confusion, and pain. But now, right now, the divine plan is being revealed, and your next step is simple but sacred. Burn the ashes, because from those ashes, you will rise. It may feel strange, even surreal, but what you're encountering right now is the gateway to a powerful transformation. There is a sacred urgency in the atmosphere. Don't let fear or uncertainty hold you back. God's timing is never early, never late. It's always perfect. And this moment, this very moment is yours. Don't waste it. Your future, your breakthrough, your elevation, it's unfolding right now. The divine window is open. If you move forward with faith, you'll unlock blessings far beyond what you've ever imagined. It doesn't matter if this message finds you in the stillness of morning or the quiet of midnight. The truth is the same. God's instruction is crystal clear, unwavering, and urgent. This message was destined for you. This is a calling, not a coincidence. Have you ever wondered why your path has been so hard? Why the struggle never seems to ease? It's not because you're forgotten. It's because you haven't fully stepped into the divine alignment waiting for you. God knows your heart. He knows your pain. He knows what you've endured behind closed doors. This message is not a random whisper. It's a divine wake-up call, a spiritual signal that your breakthrough begins now. You're not just reading these words. You were led to them. This is your turning point, the moment where things begin to shift. God's plan for your life is greater than you've allowed yourself to believe, And today, He's showing you the next step. When the divine speaks, it's not merely a suggestion. It's a sacred instruction, a command. You might not understand why this moment matters. You might not see the full picture yet, but God does. And He's asking you to trust Him, to act. No matter your past, no matter your circumstances, this is your divine moment to step into who you were truly called to be. If you've ever felt crushed by doubt, dismissed by others, or burdened by the weight of being misunderstood, know this. You are not alone. The world may overlook your worth, but God never does. He sees the silent battles, the frustration, the hope buried deep in your soul. And He's offering you a way out, a divine path to breakthrough, liberation, and renewal. You may have questioned yourself. Why is nothing working? Why do others belittle my effort? Why does the world not see what I carry? But God's vision for your life is not blurred by human judgment. His plan is perfect, and He has already placed within you everything you need to ride. This is your moment of decision, your divine invitation to ride, not to prove anything to anyone, but to yourself. You are far more capable, far more powerful, far more chosen than you've ever been given credit for. Don't let the noise around you shape your story. Your struggles are not your ending. They are the beginning of something sacred. This is your rebirth, not a subtle change, not a minor shift, but a complete soul-deep transformation. It's time to let go of the doubt, to silence the voices that told you you're not enough, to step into the life you were born to lead. The divine solution is in your hand. The choice is yours. Open the door. Walk through it. Your rebirth begins now. Transform yourself from the inside out. God is offering you something sacred, a fresh start, a divine opportunity to ride. Right now, the portals of heaven are open, and beyond them lies a future overflowing with abundance, purpose, and unimaginable growth. This is the transformation you've been waiting for. It's not a coincidence you're here, it's divine alignment. Picture your life as a blank canvas. Everything you've been through, every heartbreak, every struggle, every challenge has led you to this point. Now, through God's grace, you are being called to begin again, to release the weight of the past, to let go of the limiting beliefs, the fear, and the pain that have held you back for far too long. This is not just a second chance, it's a complete rebirth. The divine portals have opened for you, but they won't remain open forever. You must act. You must say yes. This is the breakthrough you've been praying for. The door is open, but it requires you to step through. God is calling you to a new life, a life of clarity, divine purpose, and lasting peace. But to enter it, you must move. You must trust. God's instructions are never random. They are perfectly timed. They are designed to lead you to heights you've only dreamed of. Yes, it may feel overwhelming. The path may seem unclear. But faith isn't about seeing the whole staircase. It's about taking the next step. Obedience to God's voice is the bridge to everything you desire. This is not the time to hesitate. This is the time to surrender and act, no matter the cost. Think back to the moments where you followed your own path and ended up confused, tired, and lost. Now, God is offering a new way, a better way. He is offering His way, and with it comes divine guidance, supernatural protection, and breakthroughs that human effort alone could never produce. Yes, obedience may feel difficult. Yes, it may require sacrifice. But what's waiting on the other side is eternal. You are not just aligning with a plan, you are aligning with your purpose. With every act of obedience, you are stepping into the abundance, peace, and joy you were created for. This is your moment. Will you answer His call? Have you been asking for a sign, praying for clarity, wondering if this is really it? Well, this is it. This is the confirmation your spirit has been waiting for. God is speaking directly to you through this message. The sign you asked for is here, right in front of you. Stop waiting for external validation. Stop second-guessing. The time to act is now. Take the first step in faith. Trust that this moment was divinely designed for you. You may have overlooked other signs in the past because they didn't look how you expected, but God's guidance is always present, even in the still, quiet moments like this. You've been asking for breakthrough, and now it's already in motion. But remember that motion without action is just delay. Faith without obedience is just hope with no roots. So now, the decision is yours. Will you walk through the door God has opened, or will you stay on the edge of the miracle you've been praying for? This is your divine moment, and it's waiting for your answer. This is your opportunity to step forward in faith, trusting that everything you need is already within reach. What may seem like a simple, even strange act, the burning of ashes, is in fact a sacred ritual chosen by God to unlock divine secrets. Secrets powerful enough to shift your entire life. These ashes are not ordinary. They carry spiritual energy, divine essence infused with the power to initiate profound transformation. Across ancient tradition, fire has always symbolized purification, renewal, and the destruction of what no longer serves us. When you burn these ashes, you're not just lighting a flame, you're releasing your past. You're letting go of your pain, your fear, your doubt. You're making space for God. This act, though humble in appearance, opens a doorway to divine connection. It is more than ritual. It is release, a holy exchange between you and the Creator. In that moment, you surrender your burden, and in return, you receive divine guidance, purpose, and renewal. When you obey this sacred instruction, you align your spirit with God's plan. You activate a deeper level of clarity and empowerment. You stop clinging to the old story and begin writing a new one marked by growth, peace, and unstoppable faith. Words hold power. They shape reality. They birth miracles. When you speak with intention, your words carry the vibration of heaven. During this sacred act, you are not just performing a ritual. You are declaring your divine identity. Speak the words: purpose, clarity, wisdom, expansion. As you speak them, say them like you mean them. Let them echo from your soul. These aren't empty affirmations. They are declarations of your divine path. Every word becomes a seed planted in the rich soil of faith and obedience. These seeds will grow. They will manifest. They will move mountains. Speak with confidence. Let your voice carry the energy of belief. Let your spirit call in the forces of growth, resilience, and divine success. Remember, your words are sacred instruments. When released with conviction, they shape the world around you. This is the beginning of your transformation. Let your words lead you toward your highest truth. Let the fire consume your past and ignite your future. The holy ashes you hold are more than a symbol. They are a divine tool. They absorb what you give them, your intention, your surrender, your hope, and in return, they amplify it. Just as the earth absorbs water to nourish a seed, these ashes will take in your energy and send it back into your life multiplied. The more faith you pour into this moment, the greater the transformation. This isn't superstition. This is sacred alignment, a divine exchange where heaven meets earth. As the ashes burn, your doubts dissolve. As the smoke rises, your destiny is called forth, and as your words echo into the atmosphere, you step fully into the life you were born to live. What you send out in faith will always return, multiplied, magnified. The holy ashes you offer in this sacred moment are not just symbolic, they are a conduit for divine power. When you trust in this process with your whole heart, you allow yourself to experience the full force of God's blessing. The energy you put into this moment, the faith, the intention, the surrender, will come back to you in ways that may surprise and overwhelm you with their beauty. This is not about luck. This is about alignment. When you align your spirit with God's divine plan, everything begins to fall into place. It's the key that unlocks your spiritual growth, financial abundance, and personal fulfillment. Not by striving, but by trusting. Not by chance, but by divine order. Imagine a life where your spirit, your money, and your purpose all flow together in harmony. That's what divine alignment offers: a life of balance, peace, and prosperity. You no longer have to fight for every breakthrough. You no longer have to doubt, delay, or second guess. Through obedience, your rise becomes inevitable. When you walk in divine alignment, your spiritual life flourishes, your finances expand, your confidence grows, and you begin to live in a power that comes not from the world, but directly from the source. This is what happens when you stop resisting and start flowing with God's design for your life. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. Within you is the authority to reshape your entire reality, and it begins with your word. Words are seeds. When planted in the soil of faith, they grow into a harvest of miracle. The transformation you're about to witness in your life won't come from outside of you. It will come from within. From the moment you speak in faith while burning the holy ashes, the shift begins. Speak words like purpose, confidence, expansion, growth, victory. These aren't just affirmation. They are divine declaration. Declarations of your right to rise, to prosper, and to live a life aligned with your highest calling. With every word you speak, feel them take root in your spirit. Feel your energy shift. Know that you are manifesting the life you were always meant to live. This is your moment to come into alignment with your divine assignment, and the universe will respond. Yes, you've been doubted. You've been underestimated. People have looked at you and thought, they'll never make it. But now, they're about to witness your comeback. This isn't just about proving them wrong. This is about proving to yourself that you were never the weak one. You were always chosen, always powerful. You were just waiting for the right moment to awaken. The ashes you burn, the faith you show, the words you speak, this is your foundation. The fire is not your end. It's your beginning. Your rise will be undeniable. Your comeback will be unforgettable. You are no longer who you were. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. A force, unstoppable, unshakable, a living testimony of what God can do with a willing soul. This is your moment. This is your rebirth. And nothing can stop what God has already begun in you. Perseverance and divine alignment. That's what this moment is calling for. Get ready, because the world is about to see you in a completely new light. This is not a time to hesitate. This is your divine opportunity, and it's slipping away even as you read these words. God is offering you a sacred chance for transformation, for breakthrough, for success unlike anything you've experienced before. Do not let fear or self-doubt rob you of this moment. Act now, because when portals like these open, they don't stay open for long. Divine timing is precious, and this is your moment. You are being called to step into your full potential, to walk boldly on the divine path that has been waiting for you all along. Every delay, every moment of hesitation, only postpones your breakthrough. Take action now. Trust that God will meet you, guide you, and provide for you with every step you take. Embrace this moment. Rise up. Align with your divine destiny. If you respond to this call, your life will never be the same again. Your destiny is crying out for your attention. Everything you've experienced, every heartbreak, every failure, every storm has been preparing you for this divine alignment. This is not random. This is not luck. This is God's design. Don't miss this moment. It holds the key to unlocking everything you've ever desired. Your divine destiny is more than a dream. It is a reality waiting for your obedience, your courage, your faith. You are standing at the gateway to greatness. Do not let fear win. Do not let doubt convince you to wait. Do not let hesitation keep you from becoming who you were born to be. Your destiny is in your hand. The voice of your soul is calling. Will you answer? Step into your divine purpose. Trust that everything you need, every resource, every opportunity, every ounce of strength is already within you or will be provided the moment you act. This is your time to shine, to rise, to claim the life God destined you to live. The time for action is now, not tomorrow, not when it feels more comfortable. If you delay, If you hesitate, you risk missing the very opportunity that was meant to change your life forever. This is not just another moment. This is the moment, the one that could redefine everything. God is offering you the keys to your future, but you must take them. Act now, with bold faith and courageous trust, and watch the doors of divine destiny swing wide open before you. This is not about chance. This is about choice. Your choice. You have the power to change your life. The only question is, will you act now, or will you let this divine moment pass you by? The choice is yours, and the time is now. There are moments when everything changes, not because the world shifts, but because you do. This sacred ritual, simple in form but mighty in spirit, was designed to shatter the chains that have held you back. It will break every invisible limit you've believed, every doubt that was never yours, every lie you absorbed from the world around you. This is your breakthrough, not someday, not when it's convenient. When you burn the ashes in faith, you ignite a fire that transforms everything, a fire of purpose, a fire of divine power, a fire of unstoppable transformation. Imagine this. You standing at the edge of your old self, everything you've ever known behind you, and before you, a life of clarity, courage, and calling. The fire is ready. The ashes are waiting. Will you rise? You've waited long enough. Waited for clarity. Waited for the fear to leave. Waited for someone to give you permission to rise. But here's the truth. This ritual is that permission. When you perform this sacred act, you align your spirit with divine energy, so powerful, so unstoppable, that it overrides the fear, shame, and stagnation that have clouded your greatness. This isn't just about change. This is about being catapulted into a reality where miracles aren't occasional. They're your new normal. You are not bound by your past. You are not held hostage by people's opinion. And you are no longer shackled by your own disbelief. Through this divine instruction, you are stepping directly into God's blueprint, one where your limitations are removed and glory becomes inevitable. Your soul already knows it's time. Let this be the moment, the beginning of your uncontainable ride. Your breakthrough was never delayed. It's been sitting there, waiting for you to show up. Not when you feel perfect, not when you're free of doubt. Right now, in your confusion, in your longing, in your hunger for something more. The sacred act of burning these ashes releases supernatural power that surpasses anything you've experienced before. Peace, prosperity, healing, clarity, everything you've imagined is already on the other side of obedience. But here's the secret so many miss. Faith doesn't come with a guarantee. It comes with a command. God isn't asking you to be flawless. He's asking you to participate, to show up, to move in bold faith. This one act, the burning of what once was, shifts everything. It moves you from the shadows into divine light. It activates a frequency in the spirit that transforms your entire atmosphere. Yes, even your energy will begin to change. What if everything you've been praying for, your rise, your healing, your breakthrough, was already unlocked, and all that's left is your response? Don't just imagine your miracle. Activate it. In this moment, with this ritual, the supernatural becomes your reality, and your life becomes unrecognizable in the most extraordinary way. Every architect begins with a blueprint, and God, the master architect of your life, has drawn yours in divine detail. Every struggle, every heartbreak, every delay was not a detour, but design. And now, He places the next instruction in your hand. Burn the ashes. Yes, it may sound unusual, but within it lies the divine code for transformation. Because this isn't about fire, it's about faith. The ashes represent everything you've survived. Now, they must be consecrated in obedience. In this holy act, you are not only acknowledging God's hand in your story, you are surrendering to His divine strategy, one filled with favor, wisdom, expansion, and unstoppable grace. He's asking you to take this step, and in return, He will unfold the life He has prepared for you all along. Watch what happens when you surrender. Suddenly, Confusion turns into clarity. Delay turns into acceleration. And what once felt impossible becomes inevitable. God has already written glory into your blueprint. Now all that's left is for you to step into it. Follow the instruction. This is your edge, the very brink where everything shifts. You felt it in your spirit, that restlessness, that urge to move, to break free, to ride. That's not random. That's divine pressure building within you, preparing your life for a miracle. But miracles don't come in stillness. They don't wait for comfort. They manifest in action. You are this close, one obedient step away. And the cost of delay, it may be everything you've been praying for. There's a sacred warning in this moment. You've cried for breakthrough. You've fasted. You've fought. But divine breakthroughs rarely come in expected form. They often arrive disguised as simple, divine instruction. And this, burning the ashes, might be exactly the step God has been waiting on. Don't let comfort cost you your miracle. Don't let fear silence your obedience. Action is the bridge between where you are and where God intends to take you. You've stood still long enough. Now is the time, the hour to step forward with unshakable faith, to protect the miracle you've come too far to lose. The verge is a dangerous place. You're either about to rise or risk staying stuck forever. But your rise isn't coming. It's already in motion. The moment you commit to this divine act, the energy of your life begins to shift. This isn't symbolic. This is spiritual acceleration. When God calls you to move, it's never random. It's because the next phase is already orchestrated. This sacred ritual is the launch pad, the spark, the pivot, the turning point. Think of the fire not as destruction, but declaration. As the ashes burn, the smoke rises as a signal to heaven, a spiritual message that says, I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm aligned. That obedient, it will catapult you into divine success. Not just success born of hustle, but success rooted in alignment. Financial doors will open. Spiritual gifts will awaken. Broken relationships will be restored. And you will rise. The world saw your struggle. Now they will witness your success, not because of chance, but because of obedience. Let this moment mark your rebirth. Let these ashes mark the day the old you was burned away, and the real you, the anointed, empowered, destined you came to light. There is a surge of power waiting to be released into your life, and it begins with one sacred, obedient act. The burning of ashes isn't just an ancient ritual, it's a modern miracle maker. As the smoke rises, so will your faith, so will your strength, so will your blessing. The divine won't just meet you in this act, it will empower you. Prosperity isn't just about wealth, it's about thriving. Peace isn't just quiet, it's unshakable strength under pressure. And in this sacred moment, you'll unlock both. As the ashes burn, you'll feel the shift. Doubt will dissolve, confidence will rise, fear will fall away, and in its place, a divine calm will settle in your soul like never before. This new level God is bringing you to, it's not just spiritual, it's practical. Watch as doors swing open. Watch as peace becomes your atmosphere. Watch as everything begins to align. Because this time, you didn't just pray for the miracle, you obeyed the call that unlocked it. God has always been your constant companion, no matter what's going on around you. Through every storm, every silence, every sleepless night, He's been there. This isn't magic. This is divine alignment. And now, He's ready to show you what happens when you step fully into it. You've carried the weight of your past long enough. You've battled through fear, doubt, disappointment, over and over. But now, God is whispering something new into your soul. Rebirth. This is your moment. You don't have to stay who you were yesterday. You don't have to keep walking in the same painful circle. Through this sacred act, a divine ritual, a new version of you is being born. Rebirth isn't always comfortable, but it's always necessary. It's the holy shedding of everything that no longer serves you. The fears, the failures, the false label, the worn-out story, and in their place comes clarity, purpose, and a powerful, unshakable knowing of who you really are in God. This is the gift of divine transformation, not because you earned it, but because you answered the call. Don't wait another moment to meet the version of yourself God already sees, the confident one, the healed one, the joyful, powerful, and divinely appointed one. The ashes, they mark the burial of your past and the birth of your next level. It's here, it's now, and it's yours. But beware, doubt is a thief. It steals miracle, it kills momentum, it convinces you to delay destiny. And right now, God has opened a divine portal for you, not based on how you feel, but based on your faith. This sacred act, this moment, is the portal, and once you step through it, nothing will ever be the same. You might not feel ready. You might still hear the echoes of other people's disbelief. But let me remind you, doubt doesn't deserve your obedience. God does. The divine isn't asking for perfection. It's asking for your yes, your willingness to believe that something greater is happening, that this moment mattered, that your obedience has power. This portal won't stay open forever. It's a narrow window, limited time access into a whole new season of life. Will you stay on the side of fear, or will you step into favor? Choose faith over doubt, obedience over hesitation, and watch as God begins to move mountains in your life. You've begged, pleaded, cried out for a sign. Here it is. This is it. You're not crazy. You're not desperate. You're not lost. You're being divinely guided. God's next level blessing is within reach. All you have to do is reach out and grab it. Don't turn away. Don't overthink. This is your moment to act. Gifts from God don't always arrive how we expect. Sometimes they come as whispers, sometimes as fire, and sometimes they come as ashes. Burning these ashes is your declaration of faith, your signal to heaven that you are ready for what God is offering. It may not make sense today, but soon it will, and you'll look back and thank yourself for saying yes. The window is narrow, the gift is near, God is watching, God is waiting, and God is ready. This is not a drill. This is the sign you asked for. All that's left now is to say yes, because your struggles were real, but they were never the end of your story. They were just the beginning of your ride. You were never meant to live in defeat. You were meant to ride. This divine ritual is your invitation to rise above every burden, every heartbreak, every betrayal that tried to define you. It's the key to a breakthrough so powerful, so complete, that you'll look back and wonder how you ever survived without it. And this breakthrough, it isn't just emotional, it's total. Financial doors will open. Emotional wounds will begin to heal. Spiritual clarity will flood your soul. And it all begins with one act of obedience. When you burn those ashes, you're making a declaration. I'm done surviving. I'm ready to thrive. Let the past be buried. Let the fear be burned. Let the ashes carry away every heavy struggle. And let your spirit rise higher than ever before. You were meant to ride, and this right now, this moment is your breakthrough. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not one of the many. You are chosen, handpicked by the Creator of the universe for something greater than you've dared to believe. That quiet voice inside you, that whisper that won't let go, it's not your imagination. It's divine selection. God is calling you into alignment with a sacred flow, a current of abundance, authority, and unstoppable favor. It's already moving. All you need to do is step in. This isn't the season to watch others rise while you stay behind. That chapter is over. Now, you step forward. The ashes are more than a symbol. They're a bridge from your past pain into your divine identity, from your silent suffering into your appointed place in God's kingdom strategy. When you burn them, you're not just participating in a ritual. You are claiming your position, the one you were always meant to walk in, the one the world tried to convince you didn't belong to you. But God says otherwise. He says, "You are mine. You are chosen." And when you align with God's will, everything changes. Finances begin to flow. Relationships begin to heal. Creativity explodes. Influence multiplies. But it all begins with faith. It begins with obedience. Don't miss the flow. Don't let fear steal what was always yours. The door is open. The Spirit is moving. It's your time. Go now. There comes a moment when everything shifts, when pain transforms into purpose, when waiting turns into breakthrough. That moment is here. Your life will not look the same after this, not because of wishful thinking, but because of divine transformation. You are being positioned for financial mastery and spiritual alignment like never before. This fire, this sacred act, is your first step into a higher dimension. And financial breakthrough, it's not just about money. It's about stewardship. It's about opportunity. It's about freedom. God is ready to release blessings into your hand, but your hands must first move in obedience. Burning these ashes isn't about superstition. It's about trust. It's about unlocking heaven's resources through faithful surrender. As you burn, you align. As you align, you attract. Suddenly, lack becomes abundance. Confusion becomes clarity. And the version of you that you were always meant to be finally steps forward.